when it starts wobbling, you panic more, and then they get the underhook, and the position gets worse.
What is it like again? Explain that analogy.
Yeah, it's like riding a bicycle. Like your coach knows how to ride a bicycle really good, and he shows up, look, I can do it with the hands off. You can do it too. And then I try it and like wobbly, and then start panicking, and then go into the bushes. Like, fuck, it doesn't work. But you gotta keep trying and trying and trying. Eventually you can do it with the no hands.
Okay, show this move real quick. What is this bicycle you're having problems riding?
Okay, it's passing the guard. Yeah, turn this way.
So the guy has a lockdown, right?
The lockdown.
So he gets the lockdown, he straightens it out.
Yeah, I get the underhook on this side, put my head on this side, and putting pressure on his jaw, neck, and moving the leg here, and trying to get the knee out. Now I pass.
Right.
Try to roll me. 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 I'm just kidding.
So,
sorry.
Okay, let's check this out one more time. Here, hold. So, here, what happens? Like, you guys get in this like half guard, and the lockdown's here. Oftentimes, like the way my hips are pointing like this, most of the time you lay on people across the body here or here, and you might have the underhook, but the lockdown, it keeps the shoulder pressure off his face. So when he stretches me, he can now go in front of my face, and then you get your neck attacked. Push my neck, and then he gets underhooked, and then now he's on his side, he's attacking, he kicks my ass. So that's his plan. This is basic Eddie Bravo system, guys. 10 planet stuff. So if I have the underhook, I want to be here with the underhook. Before he's about to put his hand in front of my neck, I just move my head. I look this way. So if I look into it, it's gonna lift my head, so I turn. Okay, notice I try to control this arm if I can. Okay, even if he has two hands together, I stay looking this way, and I control like this here. So if he pushes my head, this is a lot easier. I can have a conversation with you. Now it's hard for him. Stretch me with the lockdown. See there? And now look at my right hand. I'm hugging his body. Sometimes I post, but sometimes I hug. I post when I need to. If, for example, let's just say I was here and you started roaming, like over under, like kind of, yeah, like maybe I'll post. I got a big guy. I don't want to go like this and get rolled, so I'll post. But then if he goes back the other way and he's trying to, I'll hug you. See? Now I have the over under. He can't pry my face. Now look at your lockdown. Continue to stretch lockdown. Go look at the lockdown, Sash. Now watch. I want to take his hip and I want to put his hip like this. All the weight is on this thigh, putting pressure into this thigh. Okay, can you see that? Like right here. This is going into that. Right here. So if he tries to point his knees up to the ceiling, I'm trying my best to crush his thigh and keep all my weight on him. He can't roll me to the left. If he tries to roll me, I'm just going to stay down. And sometimes this big strong guy, because I'm smaller, no. He might roll me and lift me, like that foot might lift up. But I'm balancing. See how like I'm skydiving on top of you. And I'm just like pancaked. As I lay like this, you're going to get tired. I continue to make you fall. Once I crush you down, I'm good to go. He's trying to use that lockdown. Now watch the lockdown disappear. Trying to straighten out the lockdown. Look, heel to my butt. He goes there, I go heel to my butt, and I turn. If I slip through like a slippery fish, I'm good to go. Now I have his elbow out, he's in deep trouble. So, Deep Trouble in Little China. That was a great movie. Is that Deep Trouble? I'm sorry, that's Big Trouble.
Making up.
You're in deep trouble in Little China. Okay, so here we go. Underhook, I'm here. Don't be in this position. It's not going to work. All the 10 planet guys are going to kick your ass. He frames your neck. I turn. See that? I'm here. Now try to use the lockdown. Try straighten out the lockdown. You got to straighten it. Yeah? Yeah, it comes right out like butter. If you ever try to stay this guard, use your hand. See this, Sash? If he tries to bring the guard, like block with your hand, you're still okay. He still tries to shrimp, stay in the position. Try to bring your knee through. Yeah, right here, just stay in the position. Once you get your butt past, back your butt up. You're a real fine woman. Why don't you back that ass up? Then once you get it over there, boom, I'm looking in good position here, okay? So it's like a bike. Good. That was Sasha's analogy. Do it one more time. Okay? And then there's all this stuff over not giving the guy the underhook back. You've got to be good at not giving the guy the underhook back. Because right now,
put the head on this side, I can't really move this way.
Yes, it hurts your hips. And also your knee can get affected.
Yeah.
If he, he can start attacking your knee.
If I hold like this and try to move this way, it's kind of
it fucks with your knee. Yeah. So that allows you to turn your hip a little bit easier. See that? Yeah. And then during this time, let's show this real quick. Because every once in a while, somebody like Nico right here, he's good at this. Try it again. When you go through, he starts to get on his side a little bit. So your head's down, you're trying to keep the space tight, and then his left arm comes in front of your face a little bit, and then what happens is he does that. Now freeze. Now if this happens and you drive your head down, he'll make space for an underhook. He'll pop an underhook and we made a big mistake. Yep. Now we have a back take coming on.
Now he got the back.
Yeah, or he's gonna get a sweep out of it. Even if you come back and whizzer, he's gonna get a good position. We lost our good position. So this time, if that ever happens, one, try not to allow it. You're gonna take your shoulder, well, first let's talk about the shoulder. The shoulder going forward. So you take your shoulder right here, and you push your shoulder in there. So that shoulder, so instead of your underhook, see when it was over here, you had an underhook like this, But then once his arm starts to go over, and you push your shoulder, see that? Sometimes the hand even retracts slightly like you did, just so you can push more of your shoulder through that hole. Push that shoulder into the jawline, into the neck. Yeah, so that now, see that, Nico? Like try to, you can't frame him away and you can't get that arm. Yeah, you can't move. And then, let's say his arm passes all the way. Now we cannot go heavy shoulder pressure. It's not gonna work.
No,
we
chest.
go, chest, rib cage. I like to say hips and rib cage. So now, like, give me a posture, don't slide out. Just give me a posture. You see, the rib cage connection here, so that now, when he's here, try to put your elbow through for an underhook.
I can't.
Yeah, you can't, right? Now you want to push neck again.
Yeah.
Because now as you push neck, he can choose either head down this way, see that shoulder, or even if he's almost through on the legs, he can go head other side. If you push his neck, he can go head or other side as he pulls the elbow up and comes through. Yeah.
Sorry, man. Not good for Nico.
Everything, guys, this is where you hear people say pressure. Yeah. Pressure. Or if it's a Brazilian dude, it's pressure. How do you say?
Pressure.
Put the pressure. Put the pressure. So, anyway.
Put the pressure.
So, guys, you guys got to have the pressure. So, thank you so much. Teach Me Grappling. I didn't open this video. Sachin Bhatt right here, brown belt here at PG. Nico behind the camera, purple belt. Solid guys. Hopefully this will help you guys. It's a great guard pass for the lockdown. It's not the only one we use, but it's one of the ones that works really well if you have an underhook. Now, if you don't have an underhook and the guy on bottom has double underhooks, you're not thinking this way. This is for when you already have the underhook and you weren't able to, put your legs in a way that he can't get the lockdown. If he gets the lockdown, immediately head on the near side. The near side is where your legs occupy. If you put your head across body, then it's on the far side. So bring your head to the near side, good pressure, and there's different ways you can do it, but lots of thigh pressure on his thigh, get his hips to turn. You want his back flat, but you want his hips to turn sideways, so he's in this weak position like this. This is what you'd like. You want that. If he does get sideways, you still have the underhook. Just don't let him bring his arm in to get his underhook back or frame you away and get his underhook. And you should stay in these positions. A large part of what I want to tell everybody out there is that These positions, don't rush. As long as you're on top, just stabilize. Stabilize your top control. Pressure. Put the pressure. Don't panic. Just stay. And don't give him any space to run away. It's like a mouse you're trying to control. And he's running around. And if you end up just saying, fuck it, and you just chase after him, he's going to run to a different part of the room and escape. Just corner him. Corral him into the corner. And slowly do it. Sometimes he moves around. Just corner him back and forth until you finally walk him and corner him to where he cannot escape at all. And then you're going to get through. You're going to slip out. But too many people panic. And you have to understand it's going to pay dividends in the long run if you stay in this position for a minute or two. He doesn't have any sweeps. He doesn't have any real submissions unless you rush and make a mistake. You know?
And let them get tired.
Let them get tired. And then once you pass the guard, now the submissions come easier because you invested 2 minutes, let's say, 2 to 3 minutes on guard passing, tiring them out. Now that's going to pay dividends. The last 2 minutes will be a lot easier. If you fight, you take away pressure, they regain their energy. I like to keep it constant for long periods of time to wear your opponent out. And then once you get the guard pass, now they've pretty much mentally given up. Not just physically, but mentally.
Yeah, first few times you do it, it's really uncomfortable. Like you're not used to it. Balance, more you do it.
Yeah.
I'm getting comfortable with it. It wasn't my move. And right now, actually, I'm getting comfortable. I just did like, how many times? Like 10?
Yeah.
10 times or so.
10 times. Just remember, you got to cook your food before you eat it. Unless you're one of those raw. Don't eat it raw. You got to cook them before you eat them. If you go out, you try to get them, you know, when they're fresh, that's when you make a lot of mistakes. It's possible. Anything's possible. You could Gary Tonin a guy and, you know, sub him in the first 18 seconds. Or cook them. Cook them over a long period of time, get them tired. They'll give you the submission. It's a beautiful thing.
Don't get E. coli.
Don't get E. coli.
Cook it.
Teach Me Grappling, guys. I know I talk a lot. Click the link down below at Patreon, PayPal. Contribute to this channel. Yesterday's video, we had stepping on the foot to get the single leg with Punya Bajrang. Bajrang. Sasha's Indian, so he can help me with my pronunciation. Beautiful technique of stepping on the foot. Unfortunately, I got flagged by United World Wrestling. It is their footage that I used. I chopped it up. I did a little slow-mo. I wanted to teach you guys. Unfortunately, that video, although it's an amazing video, I'm very proud of it. All my hard work, I can't really get any monetization on that video. If you guys like that, please contribute to Patreon or PayPal. If you like this video, do the same, but at least this video, it's all our content. I'll be able to monetize it. Thank you guys so much. Teach Me Grappling. I'm out. Next time.
Do I press one more?
Yeah, that's good.